Now that was a sweet catch. Do not get me wrong. Derek Hill made a wonderful grab. He didn't take the best route. So I'm going to say right now that the left fielder for the Tigers, Riley Greene, he made an even better catch. We might play an entire season and we might not see a catch that was as good as what Greene did yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and roll that in just a second. But welcome to MLB Recap. If this is your first time on the channel, we talk about baseball pretty much every single day because we all know ESPN is not going to. So we try and fill the void, especially if you guys don't have MLB Network. So if you guys enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe. We're on the road to 200K, but we have a ton of stuff to talk about aside from that grab that we're going to show in just a second. Jordan Hicks and Michael Kopech, they just opted out of the 2020 season. So if you're a Cardinals fan or a White Sox fan, we're going to talk about how that news is going to affect your team going forward. We also have Bryce Harper playing third base, if that's going to be permanent or not. Cody Bellinger, he is making big changes to his swing because he called himself disappointing last year, even though he won the MVP. We also have some updates on Shohei Ohtani, Garrett Cole, and it's just going to be a wild recap. So if you guys are ready, buckle in, hit that like button, and without further ado, let's start talking baseball. So I guess because we talked about it, let's go ahead and show the Riley Greene catch at the wall. I'm not even going to say anything else. There are no words that I can really say that can describe how awesome this catch was. So I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below. Which catch was better? The one by Derek Hill in the intro or this one right here by Riley Greene?
1-2 to Chrome. Reaches down and pokes it to left. That is big-time strength, and that is a big-time play by Riley Greene. He robbed Crone of a homer.
I mean, that's about as good as you can get in terms of robbing a home run. I mean, his arm literally bent backwards over the wall. He was full extension, full speed. There was no way that he was going to make that play, yet he did. I mean, he pretty much went full Ken Griffey Jr. and Mike Trout on that baseball, so props to him. I'm hoping that he gets a starting job. I believe he was the 5th overall pick back in 2018 or 2019. I could be wrong. I'll go ahead and put it up on the screen right now. But yeah, let me know which one was better in the comment section down below. Moving on to Jordan Hicks and Michael Kopech. They both opted out of the 2020 season. Now, they're for different reasons. Jordan Hicks, if you guys did not know, he is a type 1 diabetic, so he has health concerns. So the biggest reason why he's sitting out is one, health concerns, and also he is recovering from Tommy John surgery, as well as Michael Kopech. Both of these guys, they're not ready to return to action. Once upon a time, a few weeks ago, I said that Michael Kopech was going to be a huge piece to the 2020 puzzle of the Chicago White Sox, but I just don't know if they can fill that void because he was going to be their number 2 or 3 starter right behind Dallas Keuchel and Lucas Giolito. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And then also breaking news. This happened right as I was making this. I had to stop recording and go back and redo this. 11 Major League umpires are opting out of the season, and I'm praying that one of them is Angel Hernandez. And the biggest reason, again, is health and the fact that they have older family members within their circle and they do not want to risk getting them sick. So I respect it. Jordan Hicks, Michael Kopech, and 11 Major League Baseball umpires are saying, we're out. Peace. Bryce Harper, third base. I never thought I would say that before, but it did happen. I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip right now. He was playing third base when Aaron Nola was on the bump. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing. I can almost pretty much guarantee that it won't be, considering he led the National League in outfield assist and right field just a year ago. He's really good at being a defender one year, then he dips down, then he's really good again. So if we're going by the trend, he might be bad in 2020. That's just the trend of Bryce Harper. So maybe it's a good idea that he skips playing right field, at least for this 60-game schedule. Maybe put Gene Segura out in right field. I don't know. It's probably not going to happen. But he also has some opinions and some perspective on the bubble that they're in right now. So yeah, Bryce Harper playing third. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but at least it's kind of fun to watch. And then he also has some perspective on the bubble that they're in.
We can't go out and hang out with other people. Like, we have to understand that we need to stay in our bubble. We have to understand that we need to come together as a team and not go out and not, take advantage of going out to a bar or anything like that. Like, we can't do that. You cannot do that as an individual. Certain times where we can go and get dinner and bring it back to the hotel, I think that's great. We can do that. We can come back, bring it back to the hotel, and know that we have our own little bubble.
So Bryce Harper moved to third. Now, one other guy that is moving to third is Francisco Lindor. This is a great day if you're an Indians fan. He is finally moving to the number 3 spot. We had him as the leadoff hitter for so long, and he was great. Don't get me wrong, but he does not need to be a leadoff hitter. He is so good that he should at least be a 2, 3, or 4 hitter, nothing else. Maybe put Cesar Hernandez at the leadoff spot. So that's one little thing I wanted to throw at you guys just so you are aware of it. Now, we're going to move on to Cody Bellinger, who is trying to make some changes on his own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you the breakdown of 2019 Bellinger swing versus the brand new and improved 2020 Bellinger cut. And I want you guys to let me know what you see, and then we'll break it down in just a second. So as you guys can see, the difference between left and right is really night and day for someone like me who studies baseball every single second of every single day, and someone who did play. If you guys didn't notice it, I'll try and slow it down right now. So his hands, if you guys can see, his hands are more inside in 2020 with the bat kind of upright. He's almost going, before the pitch is even thrown, he's almost going with a Jason Kipnis approach where he's kind of leaning it back a little bit, then he puts it upright, and his lead foot is also slightly open. So he called the second half of 2019, he called it disappointing, and even in the playoffs, we all know that he wasn't great. I think he was 1 for 11 or something with a couple strikeouts. He wasn't good. So I think Cody Bellinger, he feels the pressure after winning the MVP. He wants to make sure that he is good to go, and that when the playoffs come around, he has a swing that is able to reach the outside slider. That is the one pitch that has always been his biggest bugaboo, the slider outside. Hopefully this swing allows him to get to that pitch, or maybe even see the seams of the ball a little bit easier, give him more time to react to it, and maybe lay off those pitches outside. So Cody Bellinger, even though his season was monstrous, his second half was in fact disappointing. I'm going to put that in air quotations because it really wasn't. He was still a monster. Just the playoffs and his batting average, they weren't the best. But again, batting average, we don't really use that too much in 2020, so who cares? This makes me so happy. Shohei Ohtani is doing Shohei Ohtani things. He is back on the bump and he looks really healthy. Now, I don't know if he's going to make 10, 15 starts considering this is only a 60-game schedule, but if he can throw maybe 10 games, I think that's definitely doable. I am going to say this right now. I don't think that we're ever going to see another Shohei Ohtani, someone that is so good in the batter's box as well as on the bump, who has an amazing splitter, who could throw 101 miles an hour. I don't know if we're ever going to see that again. So if you guys are not Shohei Ohtani fans, if you're a hater for whatever reason, please hop off that bandwagon, hop on the train of being a supporter of this kid, because this might be the greatest overall baseball player we'll ever see. Gerrit Cole is doing his thing in New York. He is dominant as ever. He struck out, I think, 9 hitters in the intra-squad battle they had a couple days ago. So I wanted to go ahead and update you guys because I know a lot of people are thinking, is Gerrit Cole going to be good? Is he going to succumb to the pressure of being the ace in New York? I don't think so. Gerrit Cole, he's a big game pitcher. He is so fiery, and I think that he was built to play in New York. So I'm super excited to see what he does this year. Moving on, Jared Kelenic and Alex Bregman, they are absolutely raking. 2 names that I really think that you guys should pay attention to. I know that Bregman, his reputation is a little bit stained because of the whole 2017 situation, and then also his comments this year, his really bad apology. But Jared Kelenic, I think he's going to be great as a rookie in 2020, and then Bregman, I mean, you got to say it. He is yet again a front runner to win MVP in 2020. If you don't think so, you're a hater, and I can understand that because a lot of people hate the Astros, but don't discount his skill. He is still one of the top 15 baseball players in the entire league, maybe even top 10. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. That is going to conclude the most recent update for Major League Baseball recap. We are going to play this day in MLB history, so don't go anywhere. I really like to teach you guys something, but if you enjoyed, do not forget to leave a like on this one as well as subscribe. You guys know the deal. We're on the road to 200K before opening day. But let me know which catch was the best, Riley Greene or Derek Hill. What do you make of all of the opt-outs with the umpires, Michael Kopech and Jordan Hicks? And also, do you think that Bryce Harper is going to be a third baseman? I don't know, but it's definitely a possibility. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. You guys are the best, and enjoy this day in Major League Baseball history.
After the All-Star game, Henry Aaron steals the headlines when he hits his 500th home run of his career. It comes against the Giants.
Going back with the fastball inside. And it is out into left field. Kelly makes the catch. And Ramon Martinez. A remarkable performance. No hitting the Marlins 7-0.
Well, to the deepest part of the park.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. 28 homers. 28 home runs.
Here's the 1-1. Davis goes the other way. That's back of the wall. Goodbye, home run! Might as well get another before we head to New York. Chris Davis.